22nd of May and it's snowing.
You're John. I'm Dave.
It's a nice and sunny day.
Muhammad Ali.
He's got a heart made of yellow barley straw.
Hi, I'm John.
And I'm Dave.
And we're the Hardware Guys. Yes, I enjoy the utility cars provide. I like reliability, the utility, that you can turn a key and go from here to whatever.
I love fast cars. I love shiny cars. I love all different makes. I love being in cars. I love the smell of cars. I appreciate them when they're sitting there rusting quietly and returning back to nature. I also like them when they're brand new and you get into the car and they have that fresh, brand new smell that is so inviting. The first thing you can really tell about a guy who really loves cars is they'll walk up to the car and they'll put their hands very gently on the fenders. Yep.
Excellent.
No, I'm serious.
Well, I know I believe you.
Yeah. It's almost like caressing the shoulder or the arm of a woman. I am serious. Even
I can tell. I
Yeah.
can tell.
People don't understand, like car guys and car girls.
No.
So car people, I guess, who are really in tune with cars, they'll look at a car like a man would look at a very beautiful woman.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's. I know it's sick.
David, I'm just soaking it up here. Bye.
I was telling Will about the car guy thing. He agrees with me.
Wheel wells, fender lines, glass, slope, color, yeah. How the light reflects off different body panels. New or old.
The whole thing is cars are transportation.
Yeah.
But to a car guy, cars are more than that.
Art.
And like every car, cars have a personality, and and you can't mistreat them, because if you do, karma, yes, absolutely, it comes back to haunt you.
How
You're
come you're
catching
working
me.
on a holiday?
It's not a holiday. The only day it's holiday is if it's government.
Are you government?
No. It's called being self-employed. Would you like this can full? 23 liters, okay.
He says if I put in more than 23, it'll overflow with the oil, so.
Okay.
What's she like better, summer or winter?
This any day. And I'd much rather be out here than when it's 30 below with the wind.
You get much time off?
Not really. Evenings and Sundays.
When you're not farming.
When I'm not farming or doing housework or trying to get the yard cut.
Do you,
Not-
do you have a flower garden?
A small one.
What do you grow?
Whatever perennial I can find.
What about a vegetable garden?
Yes, we do.
Big one?
Big enough. Too big for two of us.
You give it away to kids and stuff?
Well, the kids come and take some of it. And I like the fresh garden lettuce and the radishes. And then I make borscht when I get time.
We're changing oil, yeah. And we're going to get our hands dirty. Here we go. That's the filter. It goes in the container over there, then it goes in a special container outside, and then I dump them into a 45-gallon barrel. And then once the barrel's full, then they come around. The same as oil cans and stuff, they're all recycled. They don't go into the landfill. Now we're going to clean off the base here where the filter goes on. Make sure there's no dirt and debris. And so we're going to go grab a filter for this. So we're putting the filter back on here right now. Just tightening it up. Tighten about 3/4 of a turn is good. Oh, we're just checking air pressure now. Put some few pounds in these tires. There's not too often that they're not low. .32 in that one. Just checking for leaks and anything that might be leaking on it. I've been here since 81. I guess 20 some years already.
Was your dad a mechanic?
Yeah. Yeah, he was.
Did he have a shop?
Yeah.
Which
This was his shop
Oh.
one time.
So when did he when did he start it?
Probably back, I guess, in the 50s. He started out.
And did you work with him?
Part of the time, yeah.
And the farm you have, is that your home farm?
The 1/4 is, yeah, I have home quarter.
When did your dad start farming?
I would think back in the 30s, I guess, he started farming. Yeah.
What a time.
Yeah, these I'm gonna go dump into that drum. Now we'll have to start it and check the rest of the levels. Rad, and just probably have a look at the belts and make sure everything's gonna work for a while. There we go. Check the rad. Looks like it's gonna be full. Yeah. It's an expansion tank for the rad. Okay, we'll start it up. Yeah, it's good, yep. We're just checking the brake fluid, the power steering, check it for cracks, and it looks good. Then check the oil here once more, make sure it's full. Once I put the oil in it, then I gotta run it and make sure the filter's full. That'll fill the oil filter. Make sure that's not leaking, so you have a quick look at the oil filter, make sure it's not leaking down there, and it isn't, it's tight. And then once you've rechecked the oil, make sure that it's full. 232,870. Oil changes is probably one of the cheaper things that you can do to a vehicle. Just servicing, changing oil.
I learned how to drive on my grandfather's 1951 Windsor Chrysler Deluxe.
Very nice car.
Hyper drive. It was great, yeah. Semi-automatic, stick shift, clutch.
We had a fluid drive.
Yeah, exactly.
30 Model A.
Oh.
Convertible, roadster, rumble seat, the whole works.
There would have been some action in that one.
Oh, there was action. She was a girl catcher. Oh man, everybody wanted to ride the rumble seat.
What was your first car, Hummer?
Oh, 37 Dodge was just an abortion. If you walked by it with an ice cream cone in July,
She wouldn't start.
it wouldn't start because it was cold.
Okay.
And I got rid of it. I ran an engine gravel truck.
My old Model A, you know, your side windows were canvas with that celluloid window in them, and they had little dome fasteners. You know, if you want to roll the window down, you undone the dome fasteners and threw the window underneath the seat or on the seat or wherever. It was good.
What was your first car, Ray?
Volkswagen.
Yeah. What year?
1958
Didn't make any difference.
Volkswagen. Yep.
My first was a 57 Volkswagen. It had the canvas sliding roof on it.
Oh man, you drive all night in that thing.
50 cents worth of gas and check the oil. You know,
Yeah,
for
that's
50
it.
cents you can check your own damn oil. You know.
And start
Yep. Go like
in the
that.
wintertime like you wouldn't believe.
But also there was
Scrape.
the Volkswagen thing where you had the scraper in your hand and you drove with
Well, I
one
put-
hand and you scraped and shift gears and you constantly scraped.
I put a booster fan
Oh,
in mine
okay.
under the back seat. That your window stayed clear.
See, I was never that resourceful. And mine died a sorry death though, because I was working on the road, and so I lent the car to my girlfriend at the time. And it used to have a particular sound when it was time to put oil in it. Hear that you sort of knew just by the sound. Okay, so I have to give her a while. And that happened fairly regular. And I came home one weekend and she said, I think the starter's broken on the car.
The motor is seized.
The motor was seized. Tight as a drum. So I borrowed a great big pipe wrench and put about an 8-foot snipe on the end of that pipe wrench and took the spark plugs out and squirted oil in it and all the spark plug holes and got on the end of that wrench and broke her loose, and it was the most horrible sound. But gradually I got it to the point where it broke those pistons loose and worked good, and put the spark plugs back in, and it started. It ran. I turned the motor off, put an ad in the paper, tried to sell it for 50 bucks. And I had these 4 kids who were interested in buying it. Well, I mean, they were 16-year-olds. I was 20, I guess. And so we're just doing a test drive around the block, and we got about halfway around the block. No, it kept running, but you couldn't see anything behind it. Smoke. Cloud of black smoke. And they decided, no, we don't want it. So I finally sold it for 20 bucks for a guy for
Parts.
parts, yeah.
Hi, I'm Ann Davis, and you're in my kitchen today. Always wash your hands before you start doing anything in the kitchen. That's great. I've got one here that I haven't even got the cover off of yet. French bean slicer for a long time. Kathleen found one. An egg slicer. If you slice your egg and then turn your egg the other way, you've got it diced. And this is for egg whites. You put it on your top of your measuring cup and put the yolk in here, and the white all goes around the bottom of your cup and it's measured. And this is what I use for spices when I make pickle and things, and put that in. So it's, instead of bothering with the bag, I use one of these big tea caddies. This is a kind of tea caddy they used to use when harvesting, when you had those big 12 and 16 cup pots. And this is a slicer for beets, and if I use that instead of straight, they don't slide all over the plate. There it's serrated. And this is a nutmeg grater. A friend of mine in Edmonton, we were out one day, and she says, have you got one of these? We were in a kitchen shop. She bought one for me and one for her. And I have these scissors. If you're really tough, they'll cut a penny in two. So I think that's all from this drawer. So that's it for today.
'61 Corvair?
Corvair, yeah. It's got 37,000 miles on it. The one I wanted to sell is this one. That's a Chrysler Crown.
Oh, Chrysler. That's what you'd call a boat.
Yeah, that's a boat.
Oh, is it ever log, eh? That's a heavy car.
Oh, I'll go for the car any day. Yeah.
More comfortable.
Yeah.
The horse was probably more dependable than a lot of cars.
Yeah.
But as far as comfort is concerned, cars, I think, are quite, and a lot less work.
you had to put these harnesses on the horses and hitch them up.
I used to hate that, you know.
You know what this is?
That's not a hat, no.
That's what they use.
This is for horses.
Yeah,
Put their.
the muzzle for the horses, so
Yeah,
the
so
horse
they-
flies wouldn't bite them. Eh?
Well, plus they couldn't eat too.
Yeah, they couldn't
You
eat.
know, and the flies.
It was for the flies. Yeah.
Cutting oats and stuff like that to keep the horses from eating, I think, too.
There's not too many of those around.
Oh, collecting in there maybe 20 years ago, something like that. And then there was such a good market, you see, so I just kept on selling one, buying two. You know, that's the way it went. I don't do much fixing up. I just bring them in here, and the people, they do that. Most of the people had one when they were younger, in their younger days, and they just want to have another one just to, well, I don't know, they come attached to it, you know. That's what they are. And they says, I want one like I used to have.
It's a cool morning, eh? Cool and damp. What the heck, eh? If you look at the leaves and everything, it just turned within a week. It's just incredible. From nice green, now it's all, everything's yellow. And the leaves are all coming down now, so maybe the second or third snowfall. Once it starts to freeze and melt, that's when I have to put something on, otherwise slip and slide. Yeah.